Okay, so 1 second. Okay. Okay, I think we're ready. So the goal is, so we are going to do the get, the API, and the delete API, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what else? Get
Uh,
and update API.
Update, yes.
So there is anything we do, there is a 4 action. Of course, there is more. The get means the create, post, and the put, update, and the delete means we need to delete this. And then also get means we need to read this. So we only created the post. Now our plan to create 3 more APIs, 3 more user story, and then we will follow the same approach what we did last week. So without any delay, let's get it started. You can share the screen. Let me see. You can, right? Should be.
Yes, 1 second.
You can actually prepare your questions. You can ask the question so that while we are writing the code, we will be actually answering your question as well. So quick recap. We are using the Marley stack for the front end and the back end. And the database is we are using the MongoDB, NoSQL database. And we are using the Express.js framework for the back end, writing the business logic. That's the goal. So, okay, go ahead.
So everyone can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so just a quick recap of the thing that we're trying to build. So basically, so this is the front end, obviously. So in the homepage, when we get into this website, there will be like a form. So you basically enter the product details. So let's create a product, and then we will basically we can get like the URL for the image. So I'm gonna just get the image address, and I can like paste it in there, and then just set a price, category, and then set a brand, and then set the quantity and the description as well. So there will be like a submit button. So when we submit, we see that the product added successfully. That means the product was created successfully. And there will also be a button called view product. So if you click on it, we're going to see basically all the products that we have currently. So there will be like a details button. So if we click on it, basically we'll show you the image and the name of the product and the description, as well as the number of units that we have left in stock. So that's one. And we can also like edit the product. So when we click on edit, we have this modal that comes up, so we can basically edit any of the information here.
Yep. So that's the update, correct?
Yep, this is the update. So when we save, it will say the product's updated successfully. So when we refresh, it basically changes all the information. And we could also delete as well. The product deleted successfully, we can delete it again. And this button basically takes you back home, takes you back to the landing page. Yes. So with that being said, we can basically, so if we want to recap really quickly what we did, so everyone can see the code.
Yes.
Okay. So just to recap really quickly what we did in the last session, we basically connected our MongoDB, and then we set up Cloudinary, which basically allows us to upload the picture, the image of the product.
Storage.
Yep, that's our storage. And in the controller folder is basically where we have all the business logic. So we have a file called product.js. This is where we have all the products, all the functions related to the method. So basically, so this function is for the create method, create function, basically, which allows us to create the actual product. This is what we have so far. And then in the models folder, this is where we define our schema. So this is our product schema. And then in the routes, we have this is where we define our endpoints for the API. So in the /create endpoint, it basically whatever logic we have in the create product function, it gets applied.
The
And
controller.
then, that's the controller. And then we have the server.js. This is where we basically set up everything. And we also implemented the Swagger as well. So as we keep on building APIs, we will also be updating the Swagger. So right now we will be basically creating the get function,
Yes.
the get method.
Mhm.
So for that, we can just start from, so I'll just close this. We can just go to the routes products.js, and then we could just do something like router, or we could just router.get, and we'll just have an endpoint of /. So this is going to be like our default route. And then we can basically name the function here. So I'm just going to give it a name, get products. So so get products has not been created yet, so we're going to create it right now. So we're going to go to the product.js. This is where the controller functions are. So here we're going to do.
So we have two options. Are we going to create the get here also, or we are going to separate the JavaScript file? What is the best practice?
It's better to have like all the logic and all the products related logic in this file.
Okay, good to know.
So we can define the function here. So we can do get products. It's going to be an async function, and then we're going to do the request and the response, and we're going to do the try catch block. This is basically for error handling. So we're going to create a variable called products, and we're going to do product.find. So this basically this is like a mongoose method. So this basically whatever we have in this database, it basically gets returned and gets stored in this products variable. So now we have to check if we have any products in the database or not. So we're going to check the products.length. We're basically checking if the products.length is 0 or not. If it is 0, that means there are no products. So we can just return a response letting the user know that that there are no products.
Yeah, makes sense.
Else, that means there are products. So that means we're just going to return the products. So if there is an error, we're going to basically catch the error here. So we can just console.error. And then we're basically going to give out a message that says error fetching data, error fetching the products. And whatever the error is, we're just going to throw it out. And we're also going to set the status. Res.status, we're going to do a 500. And we're also, the message is going to be internal server error. So that's basically our get method. So now the fact that we just created this function, it's automatically getting exported here. So now we have to import from imported into this function, this file, my bad. So we're basically importing the get products from the controller file, and we have it here. And so yeah, so now we could basically try it out. So if we basically open can everyone see my postman?
Yeah, we haven't written the Swagger yet, but before that we can try it out.
Okay, we could just try it out here. So
yep.
And then
So user story is 149 or 239?
1 second. So
I can give you the number. So
So,
it is
but
238. User story is 238.
okay. So should we create the
Yes, collection, yes.
okay.
Yes. Go back to the Postman.
You guys can see my Postman, right?
Yes. Go to
Okay.
new. Yep. So you should be able to collection. Yep. So 238. Rename it. Yeah, 238. View products. All right. Good. Now
And
you
then-
can do the same process. Create positive, create negative. We just designing the test. Under the view products. Under view products, then you will create the next.
okay.
You have to maintain the better hierarchy.
Add add request. So we can name it view products. Okay, so we could just copy the URL from here.
Yep.
And the endpoint is basically just / and that's it. So first of all, we could just
So few things need to know. For the get, there will not be any request body. That's the reason we are not going to pass anything.
So first of all, we could just create some products first. Wait, I think, is it running? It's not running yet.
Okay, so you need to make sure that your server is running.
So I'm on. So npm run server. And so now, so product is created successfully. So let's create some new product, some more products.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
Because that's another product created, and let's just do one more.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have created 3 products here, and then in the view products request, so we make sure that it's a get, and since it's a get method, we don't have to send any body. If we do send here, so as you can see, we just got back an array of all the products.
Mm-hmm.
So and its information. So we just created 3 products, and we have 3 of them here. So that's basically, so we know that this is working. So now we can check if there are no products. Okay, no, we don't have the delete yet. So we can basically check it later after we create the delete function.
Yeah.
So so now we can basically update the Swagger. So we can go to the swagger-config file. Let's minimize this one. And so it's basically, this is where our paths are.
Mm-hmm.
So we can basically, we could just basically put the new endpoint that we have here. So do products, and then put the comma here, so that, and now, so this is a get.
So we are defining the method.
Yes.
Then we are defining the tags.
And